I'm David Fall, Treasure Associates Football Club, and you're watching Mariners TV.
John, you've got Washington on Saturday. That's one of the toughest tests in the league, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. They're going really well. Obviously going for promotion, which has got a good side put together there. You know, especially forwards. Obviously Chris Wynn, Mark Davison up front, Sparky, and James Fairley scoring goals for fun. You know, so yeah, it's going to be a really tough game.
And they're up there second on the table. You played them back in September. You must have been impressed with what you saw then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I thought they played at the strengths. You know, they get the ball forward very quickly. Obviously, the danger men are the three I've just mentioned. So we're going to have to keep an extra close eye on them three players on Saturday. You know.
Over the last few weeks, you've got a few good wins on your belt, so they must be confident, the players going into.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I was going to play Washington at any time, it would probably be now. Obviously, we've made a couple of good signings. Obviously, to add to our defenders, Ben Rydens came in, Michael Turner's came in. So if you're going to be playing against the three players I've just mentioned for Washington, you need good defenders. And to be fair, we've now got a lot stronger backline than what we had. You know, when we originally played them. So yeah, I've just said the lads after training, if we can defend well, you know, we've got a good chance of getting something from the game on Saturday.
After Saturday's game, you sort of mentioned the goals you gave away and how frustrating that's been recently. You can't really afford that against a team like Washington, can you, to give them a head start? No,
I've just said that the lads as well. You know, the last thing Washington need is gifts. You know, yeah. I think they scored the most goals in the division. Like I said, they've got Chrissy Wynn. I think he's got over 30 goals. Sparky's got over 30 goals. James Fairley from midfield has about 20 goals. You know, so the last thing we need to be giving Washington is gifts, like we did against Team Northumbria and Chelsea Street. I've just said, if we can defend well as a team, you know, we're always going to score goals. You know, so to beat Washington on Saturday, we're going to need to defend really well and not give away sloppy goals. And if we can do that, we've got a really good chance.
And people probably will look at the game and look at the table and think it's a game Washington should win, but is that all added to the motivation for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously all the pressure's on Washington. You know, they're going for promotion. You know, so all the pressure's on them. You know, they're the ones under pressure. They're the ones that, you know, with the budget they're paying out, they're going to need to get promoters. So all the pressure's on Washington. I've just said to the lads, nobody is going to be expecting South Shields to turn Washington over apart from us. You know, I honestly think if we can defend well, you know, we're always going to score goals. You know, like I said, there's a bit of momentum there at the moment. I've just mentioned to the lads, you know, they've got another 2 games to really impress myself. You know, because we've got a semi-final to play in, and they'll all want to play in that. I mean, we've had a really good turnout tonight. We've had about 20 players there tonight, so you know, I think lads are obviously understanding that, you know, there's only a couple of games and they've got the semi-final, so they're going to want to keep the shirt, you know. So the lads that get given the shirt on Saturday, like I've just said to them, make sure you keep it, you know, because you'll all want to play against Heaton Stanton, and you'll all really want to play in that semi-final against Billingham Town. So the ball's in the players' court, you know. It's if we can play like we did second half against Chelsea Street, you know, and not give gifts to Washington, we've got a really good chance on Saturday.
I guess one of the results of getting to the semi-final of the Cup is that it's going to raise the level of everyone wanting to stay in the team and wanting to sort of keep the teammates out of it, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
of course. You know, I mean, everybody wants to play in the semi-final. Yeah. You know, and you know, in order to do that, they're going to have to perform well in the next 2 games. You know, obviously we've got a really strong squad. You know, we've got Chris Renshaw. I spoke to him tonight. He's obviously back from holiday. He's been away to Florida for 2 weeks, so he'll be available for Saturday. Craig Roberts, I think, is the only one that'll be missing Saturday out of the whole squad. You know, so I think we're going to have 18, 19 players to pick from on Saturday. We can only pick 16, so there'll be a few disappointments there. But the 16 lads that's in the squad, you know, and especially the 11 that's given the shirt on Saturday, they're going to need to perform well, because if they don't, you know, there's going to be 5 lads on that bench who want that shirt for the Heaton Stanton game, you know. So yeah, you know, there's they need to perform well on Saturday and obviously keep that shirt, you know, for the following Saturday.
Have you got some tough choices for Saturday as well? Because I know Paul Kane was on the bench last time out and came on and did well, so
yeah, definitely. I mean, the good headaches to have, if you like. Yeah. You know, obviously Paul Kane, he was fantastic when he came off the bench. Another fantastic player who haven't brought the club to sit on the bench is Chris Renshaw, you know. So yeah, we've got headaches on Saturday, but the good headaches to have, you know, they're not headaches where you've got 13 players to pick from. You know, we've got 17, 18, 19 players to pick from on Saturday. So yeah, over the next couple of days, myself and Lee and Dave will be having a chat on the phone and see which way we're going to go about things, you know. But yeah, you certainly, against the Washingtons, you need a good strong squad to pick from, and we've got that, you know.
Other than Craig Roberts, is there any more injury concerns ahead of Saturday?
No, I think that's it. You know, Craig Roberts is probably the only person. You know, obviously Paul Kane, he's trained well well tonight there. Stephen Ramsey as well, he's trained again tonight, so no problems there. Like I said, you've got you've got Chris Renshaw to come back in on Saturday into the squad. So yeah, the only people that's missing is Craig Roberts, you know, and hopefully he's going to be about another week away. Which again, when Craig comes back in, very good player, just strengthens the squad, and obviously makes it difficult for management to pick not just the 11 but the 16, you know, because there's going to be 3 or 4 lads missing out in the 16.